Hello, hello. Welcome to my space. I hope you are doing well. So listen. There is something crazy here. I think that you will see it and understand by yourself. But let's get into it, right? We are talking here about somebody trying to plan something because it kind of feels that you have taken distance from them. We are starting here with the Two of Cups in reverse. It kind of feels that you were not aligned with this person. Maybe you have understood that you don't have the same values, that you don't see the things the same way. If we are talking about a romantic relationship, maybe you have realized that both of you don't want the same thing, right? Something like that. The Two of Cups is in reverse. Then we have the Two of Wands here in the second position. Truly feels here that somebody is trying to reevaluate what's going on, seeing how they can plan things differently. Very interesting. Then we have the Two of Pentacles in reverse that came out. Can you already understand what I'm saying when I'm saying that there is here something very special that came out in this reading? Two, two, two. The Two of Pentacles in reverse, we are talking about a lack of stability. We might also be talking about a lack of give and take, right? You might have felt that you were giving more than you were receiving. Something like that. This is in the driving energy, so it's truly there was some kind of lack of balance in this connection. We are clearly talking here about a connection and a separation. Let's continue because the shocking element is not over yet. Then we have here the Eight of Pentacles. It is in the fourth position. This is the foundation and the stability. Kind of feels that you decided to invest in yourself. Maybe we might be talking about investing in your healing. We might be talking about investing in your work, putting your energies somewhere else because whatever this was, this connection, this relationship, kind of feel that you felt that at the end of the day, it was not giving you anything. This is kind of what I feel. Let's move on. The card that came afterwards, surprise, surprise, we have the Two of Swords here. Two, 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 eight. Crazy. It's crazy. So the Two of Swords, we are talking here about someone who is in a stalemate position. They don't know what to do. It kind of tells me here that there is some kind of truth that they refuse to see. And maybe the truth that they refuse to see, it is that you are not in alignment. There is here some kind of lack of balance in this connection. So, as you know, I started to try to do some kind of shorter readings, kind of a half an hour, but you know, when I saw all of this, I needed to take an extra card because when I'm trying to do a shorter reading, usually I'm taking 4 or 5 cards. But I just needed to take something more because it was so special what happened here, right? So, listen, the card that came after, it is the Nine of Cups in reverse. Kind of feel here that you might have been dealing with somebody who thought in some kind of way it is my way or the highway. We are talking about someone who is very insecure, but what I feel here, it is while they were very insecure, I don't feel that they were honest about the fact that they were insecure, and I even wonder if now they are honest about themselves. Because I kind of feel here with everything that I see that they didn't let go. We have the Two of Wands here. It is also in the second position. A 2 in the second position for me, it is the main energy. So we have here someone who is truly, they didn't let go, right? They didn't let go. While it kind of feels here that for you this connection is over. So with the Nine of Cups here in reverse, yeah, there is no wish fulfillment. They might have a lack of confidence, a lack of self, but it might come out as arrogance and entitlement, right? It might be somebody who always needed you to prove to them how important they are to you, but at the same time, they didn't give you anything. They didn't give you a feeling of safety. And yes, it might have come from their lack of safety, but at the end of the day, it kind of feels that you were pouring and pouring and pouring into this person, and this person, they were not pouring into you. This is what I feel here. Anyway, I found it so interesting. The Two of Cups in reverse, the Two of Wands in the upright, the Two of Pentacles in reverse, and the Two of Swords in the upright. Very, very interesting. Very interesting. And so with this 2, 2, 2, 2, together it makes 8. We have here the 8 of Pentacles. With this 8 of Pentacles here, the 8 of Pentacles might be talking, as said, about work. It might also be talking about mastering something. So we might be truly talking here about, and this is why I spoke to you about the healing, because I kind of feel that this connection might have been somehow forcing you into some kind of mastery. And it might be about healing truly your connections, having some kind of level of understanding now, maybe before, when you were dealing with someone and you could feel, I kind of feel that in this situation it was extreme. I kind of feel that truly this person was all the time asking from you for reassurance while they were not giving it to you, right? But I kind of feel that even in other connections, not especially romantic connections, even here, I don't know if we are talking about a romantic connection. It kind of feels like it, but it doesn't have to be. But I kind of feel that in general, you might have felt people that were kind of insecure in some kind of way, and you might have put some kind of effort in order to try to reassure them. I will take this out because it's just a card that I took in order to have some kind of deeper understanding of all of that. I kind of feel that you might have been very patient, very understanding in the past, right? And I kind of feel that at the end of the day, I'm seeing a drawing in front of me, right? And the drawing is not very clear, right? And those were your past connections, where you might have felt, as said, the lack of confidence, all those kind of things. And so you might have adapted yourself, giving a lot, being too understanding, at the price of yourself. This is the too understanding. It's at the price of yourself. Not allowing yourself to truly consider you and your own needs because you were prioritizing someone that you might have felt that they had no confidence, right? And I kind of feel that in this situation, it was in your face, right? So the drawing here is very, very clear. It's like, before the music was so, the opposite of loud. So you couldn't truly, it was not screaming, right? It was kind of a silence music. And now it was like boom, like everything was very, very clear. The image was very, very clear. If before there was no focus, here it was a full image, full-blown focus, right? And maybe this is why there is here this 8 of Pentacles talking about maybe your value. And understanding maybe that it's not because you see and because maybe you are confident, because you don't need this reassurance, that it means that you have to tolerate from other people all kind of behaviors coming from a lack of self. You can be understanding, you might not judge them, but it doesn't mean that it's a healthy connection for you, right? Because it kind of puts you to the side. Like, you are disappearing under their own wounds, their own lacks. You are carrying burdens for them, right? So anyway, very, very, very interesting reading, right? I think it's so interesting. I don't think that I have ever had that. We had it with the tens. I don't know if you remember, but we had some kind of reading like this with a lot of tens that came out. But with the two, obviously we are talking about relationship, partnerships, all those kind of things. We are also talking about choices, right? So here we are talking about your choices in relationships or choices that you made. As said, maybe putting yourself to the side, accepting some kind of lack of balance, carrying things that you shouldn't have carried, because maybe you have this mastery of self, maybe because you are able to recognize the patterns in other people. And so you might have said, okay, you know what? I don't need the confidence. I see what's going on here. I will try to help this person, right? But it's not the right thing to do. It's not the right thing to do. First of all, because if you are making it easy on them, you are carrying their burdens, they are not even feeling the weight of their burdens, right? So you are not helping yourself. You might have thought, with time they will be reassured. It's just a question of time. Things will change. Absolutely not, because they see that it works. The more they are putting on you, the more you are carrying. Right? Your adaptation at the end of the day, it's not that you might have thought, okay, I will adapt myself and so they will appreciate it and I will fill their cup and things will change because their cup will be filled. And at the end of the day, it's absolutely not what happened. It's not what happened. It's not what's happening in general, right? Thinking that giving more to people who are unhealed will help them heal. No, if you are carrying their burdens, as said, why should they even take care of their burdens? Because you are carrying them, so why should they, right? But here specifically, because now we talked about you, but here in this reading, what is truly happening, it is that there is somebody from who you have taken distance because there was this lack of balance. They are right now kind of stuck in a stalemate position. I kind of feel that they are totally stuck on you. And with these two of wands here, they are trying to think how to repair the connection, maybe. Yeah, but with these two of swords, what I also feel it is that I don't feel that they understand truly. I kind of feel that they are more on a superficial level, trying to think, okay, I will do something now for them to feel that they are important, right? Give some kind of balance, but it doesn't come from a healed place. It doesn't come from a true understanding of the situation, right? So you kind of feel that it's more, okay, how can I plan something here to get them back? But it's planning, it's manipulation. They didn't change, right? The energy is focused on superficial level, having you back, and it is manipulation. I truly feel manipulation here. Yeah, I don't see anything here that is talking about healing. With this Eight of Pentacles, there might also be something about you having progressed in some kind of way. So we might be talking about your work, for example, that following that you invested in your work and there is some kind of result. Look at this card with all the money flowing, right? So they see now some kind of value in you, right? That they want to have access to that. Yeah. Okay, let's get a little bit deeper. But clearly this reading is truly talking about this person planning something. With the Two of Wands, they are planning something. They are trying to Yeah, they are trying to see how they can somehow change the situation. Connected to the connection with you that you have taken distance from. So just a reminder, this is a collective reading, which means that it's a group reading, which means that it might be for you, it might be partly for you, and it might not be for you. So please take what resonates, leave the rest. Don't take on yourself a story that is not yours. You are already supposed to know who I'm talking about here, right? If I'm talking about masculines or feminines, I'm not especially talking about the gender, I'm talking about the energy of the card, so please apply it however it applies to the people or the situation in your life. And this reading can be past, present, or future. Thank you for your feedback on the shorter readings. I love it. I love that you love it. I love it also that you are telling me that it doesn't lose any kind of deepness or value, because this is what was important for me. And honestly, it's lighter for me to do those shorter readings. So it's great. Let's see here. The Two of Cups in reverse. Tell me, what should we know about this Two of Cups in reverse? The Tower. Amazing. So listen. It kind of feels that the fact that you have taken distance of this person, it has created some kind of downfall in their life, right? Maybe an emotional downfall, maybe some kind of awakening. If we are talking about somebody very prideful, it might have pushed them into the dark night of the soul. They have been humbled in some kind of way. It still doesn't mean that they will do something with that, right? Some people are being humbled and they are not doing the work. They are still not looking at their own mirror, right? They might even become even more ego-driven. They are just managing it in some kind of different way for the time being, because they are shameful in some kind of way. So, yeah, but it has created some kind of catastrophe here with the Tower. But the Tower is also telling me, because the Tower is falling when the foundation is not good. So you might have truly felt there that in this connection, the foundation was not solid. There was no solid foundation. Tell me more about the Two of Cups here, please. Yeah. There was nowhere to go. The Ten of Cups in reverse. It's not a wish fulfillment. It's not. And you could see it. The Queen of Swords. With this Queen of Swords here, I kind of feel that the word that coming to me, which is kind of surprising with the Queen of Swords, but it's clairvoyant. You could see here that there is no happy future. That there is something missing here that doesn't allow a happy future for you. Yeah, there is no wish fulfillment. You might have truly felt that it wouldn't lead to anything good. That even if this connection could have led somewhere, it wouldn't have been good. It wouldn't have been happy. It wouldn't have been your wish fulfillment. And you were very, very clear about it. With the Queen of Swords, you might also have said something to this person, right? But I kind of feel that... I said, I don't feel that this person... what comes to me has taken you seriously. Whatever you said or whatever... But, they might not have taken you seriously, and it might not be related to you. It might be totally related to them. It's not that they didn't take you seriously because of who you are. If they are very defensive, it might be, that they are rejecting whatever you are saying. Yeah. Okay. Tell me here about the Two of Wands. What should we know about this Two of Wands here? Ooh. The Three of Cups. And And the Justice in reverse. Yeah, listen, right now I kind of feel that what they think is that maybe they can get back to you by using other people. Maybe proposing to you some kind of friendship. The Justice is in reverse, right? Yeah, I kind of feel that they will try to approach you from a different angle. This is what I feel. So either use people, maybe that you know, that you trust, maybe. I want some, give me one more card here. Give me one more card. Yeah, they're trying to keep you stuck, you understand? Let's see here. I kind of feel the smear campaign, but I'm surprised because I kind of feel that this already happened in the past. But maybe we are talking about somebody totally different. But I kind of feel here using your environment, being very, very unfair in order to keep you stuck. This is what I feel here. Let's see. Let's see if I can get anything more here. Tell me here, the Justice in reverse. The Star in reverse. Listen, whatever plan they are making, right? It's totally out of alignment. It's totally out of alignment. Justice in reverse, the Six of Swords. With the Six of Swords in reverse, they are trying to keep you stuck. Maybe because they are stuck. Right? They are overthinking, they are stuck. Tell me here, the Justice in reverse. Are we talking about someone who was after your money? Somebody opportunistic? One second, let me... Yeah, we are talking here about someone opportunistic. This is why I feel the superficial all the time. Yeah, this person is after your stability. They want to benefit from your abundance. Oh là là, I don't like that. Mon Dieu, c'est quoi cette horreur maintenant? Wait. Tell me the Three of Cups. The King of Swords in reverse, my God. Yes, they are using your environment, lying, manipulating people in order to keep you stuck. This is the plan. Yeah, they are after your comfort. They are after your comfort. They are after your money. Oh, this is a terrible person. Listen, you did very well here. I'm so happy to see the Two of Swords at the end here, in the upright position. This person is stuck. They are in the stalemate position. They don't know what to do. They are putting all their energy in. You know, maybe this is the thing. Maybe you realize that, in fact, this person was not driven by their heart space. They had some kind of plan. And then, yes, we might totally not be talking about a romantic relationship. It might be a romantic relationship. It doesn't have to be. It's any person, right? It might be family, toxic family. That at the end of the day, they didn't operate from their heart space. They were very unfair to you. They didn't care about your stability. They had a plan. They had a plan regarding you, and I feel that the plan was to take from you. Oh là là, quelle horreur. Okay, I don't like that, but let's continue. Let's continue. Let's see here, the Two of Pentacles, what we are getting. Tell me, please, the Two of Pentacles in reverse. The Two of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, they wanted you to be stuck. They wanted you to be stuck. The Five of Wands, the Hangman in reverse. They wanted you to be stuck. They wanted you to be defenseless. Okay. Tell me more here, please. The Two of Pentacles in reverse. The Two of Cups in reverse. They wanted you to be totally isolated. They wanted to use people, your environment. Yeah, we are talking here about someone who had an opportunistic plan regarding you. When you were able to see the truth, right, about what was going on there, that they were never operating from their heart space, never. We are talking here about someone who is totally opportunistic. This is what it is, right? The moment that you took distance because you realized what was going on here, right, it was a catastrophe for them. It was a catastrophe for them. And then they started a smear campaign in order to keep you stuck. I'm surprised about this reading, right? First of all, I was surprised with all the tools, but I'm also surprised because it kind of feels that we talked so much about the end of all this cycle. And now it's kind of, if we are in the beginning again, if you are new here, then it's very relevant for you maybe, but for the collective that was already here, it kind of feels that now we are going to the explanation truly why this person started this smear campaign. While we already, it's like we are in a movie, we already know the end. We already are aware of the ending. But here, it's those movies where it starts with the end. And in the beginning, you don't understand. So here it kind of feels that we are getting truly the explanation of what's going on. Why there was this whole smear campaign. Yeah, because you were dealing with someone who was absolutely not connected to your heart space. It was, and we might be talking even about a parent, we might be talking about a sibling, we might be talking about a spouse, we might be talking about anyone, right? But it is someone who was supposed to be in some kind of alignment with you, or at least operate from their heart space, and you realize that it was not the case. So yes, with the Justice in reverse, we might be talking legal abuse also, right? The idea was truly to keep you stuck, to put you in a state that you would be overthinking and being totally stuck. Hangman in reverse. That you wouldn't be able to defend yourself, right? Because you would have nobody on your side. The Two of Cups in reverse. Nobody on your side. Okay, the Eight of Pentacles. I have to see. The Five of Cups in reverse. The Five of Pentacles in reverse. And I told you, I just saw the Five of Cups in reverse. You took yourself out of this situation. There is some kind of mastery that you have that they didn't see coming. You took yourself, I told you, I just saw, where was it? I don't know if I will find it now. I saw the Five of Cups in reverse, taking yourself out of grief, out of a very, very difficult situation. Five of Pentacles, taking yourself out of the cold. They might have left you in the cold, right? Trying to put you in a state of total vulnerability, but somehow you succeeded either to take yourself out of that or to rebuild yourself. It kind of feels here truly that there was already in you some kind of understanding. You know, if we are talking, for example, of a parent, right? So this kind of parent, even if they pretend that they love you, right? Even if, for example, there was food on the table, nothing was made with love, truly. And when it was made with love, it was not truly made with love. It was, there was something behind all the time, right? If we are talking here about a parent, it's somebody very selfish, right? They have, it's all about them. They are just thinking about themselves. So they have already put you in a state since you were very young where you had to be emotionally depending only on yourself. So thinking that they could block you by blocking people, by having leaving you all by yourself. As a baby already you were by yourself, because this is not a parent that cares about your emotions, right? So it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. How didn't they see that coming, that you would be able to survive even by yourself? Ridiculous. Okay, tell me here the Eight of Pentacles. The Hierophant. Yeah, you have authority over your life. You know who you are, you have authority over your life. You live in alignment with yourself, connected to the highest. With the Hierophant, we are talking about somebody spiritual here. You are a teacher. And when I'm saying you are a teacher, you don't have to be a teacher, you know, but you are, you have knowledge, you have understanding. Yeah, I truly feel here that there's a connection with the highest. I kind of feel that anyway. You had this strong connection with the highest. You might be somebody, you know. I saw something, I'm searching for a word. There is being alone, being lonely, and being... You might be the kind of person that when you are with yourself, you don't feel lonely. You can feel lonely with other people, but by yourself, you are good. You are good with being by yourself. Because you have an inner world here. You are connected to... Yeah, you are a spiritual being here. So yeah, they might have tried to disrupt whatever relationship, right? With the Three of Cups here, you had a good environment, and they did something here in order for this environment to come against you and for you not to be able to defend yourself. Because they wanted you to be down. Okay, wait. I will shuffle and we will get to the Two of Swords. it's interesting because this Two of Swords, it is in the path shift, the change, right? So I kind of feel that with this Two of Swords, because the Two of Swords, we are talking about someone who needs to make a choice, but there is something that they cannot see. And I kind of feel that what they cannot see, it is you, because you have put so many boundaries, right? And very often when we are talking about you cannot see, it's not that the truth is not there, but you cannot see it because seeing it, it's too difficult, right? It is accepting something. You know, when you need to make a choice, you know, you are choosing something, but if you are choosing something, then there are repercussions to your choice, right? And this is somebody who is still not ready for the consequences of a choice. So they prefer to ignore some kind of truth. This is the Two of Swords. But here I kind of feel that they are stuck because they don't know how to deal with you. Tell me, the Two of Swords. Yeah, you see the Ten of Wands and the Ace of Cups in reverse. Yeah, the burden. The burden. Because they have no access to your heart space anymore. You see clearly now, right? The person that they have known before, which is you when you are yourself and operating from your heart space, you are not operating from your heart space anymore. And I kind of feel that this is what you have mastered now. I kind of feel that before you might have always acted from your heart space. No matter who you are dealing with, you were always coming from an emotional place, right? And I kind of feel that with this connection, what you have understood, it is that when you are dealing with someone who is not operating from their heart space towards you, you have to operate from your mind and not from your heart space. And I kind of feel that this is what you have mastered, which is extremely important. Extremely important. As someone of the collective, I guess that you are carrying your emotions high, right? You are empathetic. You have a deep need for the elevation of the human being, seeing a better world, right? And so you might have thought that with your heart space you could feed others even if they are not connected totally to their heart space. But I kind of feel that here you understood that you cannot behave the same way with one person and with another person. This is truly what I feel. This is the mastery that you got. And this changed everything. The moment that you understood that some people are truly not operating from their heart space, it's all about opportunism, it's all about them, they don't give a shit about you, and it's even worse. They are using your heart space against you. And I kind of feel that you understood it here. Yeah, and now they are burdened, they don't know what to do because they only knew how to operate with you when you were operating from your heart space, and you are not anymore. They could impact you in some kind of way when you were operating from your heart space towards them. Then they knew how to play with you. But now they can't. This is their problem. They are stuck now. Because it was all about using your heart against you, using your empathy against you, using your understanding against you. And they cannot do it anymore. It's over. Because you have awakened. You have accepted. You have gained some kind of understanding about the human being. And it was extremely important for you to get there, not just regarding this relationship. As said, I kind of feel that it is something that you carried all along, that something that you needed to understand, right? That's pouring into some people. It's not only that it's not helpful, they are using it in order to abuse you, to trick you, to take from you. I see in front of me the Seven of Swords. To manipulate you, steal from you, lie to you, right? Okay, let's go to closure. You know, I'm thinking again, right? Because I said that this reading is kind of a little bit shocking for me because it's going back to the beginning. You know, it's like the movie that is kind of ending with the reason why, right? And so I kind of feel now, you know, because in the comments very often I see, but why did I have to go through that, right? First of all, I already told you, I kind of feel that, you know, there is some kind of a compliment there, right? And I'm talking from the highest, you know. If the highest doesn't have a high mission for you, they won't invest in you and making you go through the university of life. This is the university of life, right? You need to understand what I just explained in order to be able to be the perfect leader. Sorry, my coffee machine is saying goodbye for the day. It takes 1 second. To be the perfect leader, the leader of other people, but especially the leader of your own life and your own soul purpose, right? But I kind of feel here that the smear campaign at the end of the day, when you might have realized, right, that whoever we are talking about, they were not operating from their heart space, right? You might still have had some kind of doubts. I kind of feel that the doubts were truly lifted the moment that you realized how far those people would go. They might have even gone through legal abuse, right? Everything that they did was in order to truly show you how ugly some people can truly be. And I kind of feel that maybe it was important in order for you to truly be able to stop simply operating from your heart space, no matter who you are dealing with. I kind of feel that those layers that came after, it was just to prove to you truly that in some situations you have to disconnect, you know, from your heart space. You truly have to, it's like you had to see humanity for what it is and not for what you wanted it to be. And I kind of feel that you might have realized that there are all kind of people, but I kind of feel that in your own role into humanity, you maybe your strategy in order to help people elevate, heal, be the perfect person in their life, there was some kind of misjudgment. And in order to truly know how to operate with people, you need to be able to truly see the reality of people. And I kind of feel that this situation has truly shown you people. You have mastered yourself now and you have mastered your empathy, because an empath that doesn't have this kind of understanding, they cannot be in their life path, and their soul path, because everybody can abuse their empathy. The true empath have an understanding, and in order to have this understanding, you truly have to have a real understanding. An understanding of the weakness of people, of the darkness of people, and how people truly operate when they are not operating from their heart space. Right? Let's go to closure here. Let's see, closure. Yeah. Listen, Beautiful. Thank you, Spirit. The moon in reverse, there is no more confusion. There is no more confusion. You see things as they are. Right? You are not blinded by some kind of projections, reflections, whatever. You are not. Look, this was hiding her eyes. It's not hiding her eyes anymore. It's not. The moon is in reverse. There is no more secrets. What is hidden is seen by you now, right? You will not be wrong in your interpretation because you have some kind of hope or thinking that more love, more understanding will help them. No, it will just attack you in some kind of situations when you are dealing with people who don't care about your heart space, right? Because very often they are disconnected from their own heart space, you know. It has nothing to do with you especially. This is how they operate with everyone. But you need to be able to see that. Right? Yeah, know who to give to. Know who to give to. We once again have here the justice. Being fair, right? Imagine that you are a judge, right? You are a judge, right? You cannot have in front of you all the proof that somebody is dangerous and come from your place of no, but we can save everybody. No, we won't put them in prison because, let's send them to a center, for mental health disease and then they will come out, No, but let's let them go through something so they will be sober and then we put them back in society. No, if you are a judge, you need to be clear-minded. You have to be able to put your feelings aside, right? You have to take the right decisions. If you are a doctor, they cannot operate someone of their family. Why? Because they might not take the right decisions. They need to be clear-minded. Take the right decision. Right? This is kind of what I feel that we are talking about here. And so, yes, the smear campaign. Why? Because this allowed you to truly have a deeper, first, a confirmation, right? That truly this person was not operating from their heart space and what it truly means. And in the smear campaign, it has also allowed you to understand. If you were curious about it, if you try to understand why people would believe them and not just they are all fucked up people, they are all trash and that's it. No, truly understanding the weakness of people, how people are manipulated, right? How people are swayed. And not everybody is the same. Not everybody is the same, right? And the more you accept the fact that not everybody is the same, the higher level of understanding you have, the more you become a master, right? So anyway, I will leave it here because once again, I kind of feel that it's longer than what I wanted, but I think that it's an important reading. I leave it here. I'll see you in the comments. I wish you a beautiful day, afternoon, evening, whenever you are watching this. Until very, very soon. Bye.